Okay. Well, we are live and flying through the stars on this Halloween evening. And it's been very, very cold around here. I don't know where elsewhere, but like in my particular neighborhood, it's going to be like the coldest Halloween it's been in ages. Not in a long while. So it's oddly appropriate that I had also decided, hey, we're going to go visit a derelict ship. So what we're doing now is we're getting ready to go back in. I'll be on my capital ship, I think. From where I last was. But we got on a little while on Saturday with no mic, and so I've wandered around a bit, so it might be that I'm wherever I wandered last. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, and apparently the community research has been done for Tier 1. That's exciting. Our expedition for the settlement returned with 208 nanites. Yep, I'm at a save point here. Let me pick up my save point. Alright, there's the save point. Alright. Oh, I remember what I was doing, but I have to show you why I'm doing it. Right, The grass is so tall that I can't exactly see. Okay, little buddy, you're gonna have to not be right in front of me right now. Looking for it. Okay, so my ship is over here. Okay, and my ship is over by another person's base right now. There's another base over there. We'll go take a look over there. I'd had my save point at where I could put a save point down. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to put down something. So, what we want to do is put down a communication ball. And you can't, like, you'll notice that right here, that it's red, right? But right a little further out, it is not red. Now, what I wanted to do, I think, is have it where you cannot build, no edit permission. Okay, so you can only build so, you know, away from the base, right? Yeah, and we want to get it high enough that it can be seen fairly easily, but there's no rocks. Normally there are rocks. Oh, there's one. Nope. Nope, it's in the build zone. Maybe I could put it on top of this knowledge stone. Nope. I could put it near the knowledge stone. And I can put it on the knowledge stone hill. I cannot. It's just that far into it. Well, no, that island over there is farther away than where I'm at right now. And the island is farther away. What I might do is there's some rocks over here. It's a little ways away. I think the top of this hill was actually our better location. Well, the other side is surrounded by water. See where the house is there? It's in the water. Yeah, so Actually, the best place was probably around that top of that hill there. But let me try. There's a whole bunch of rocks over here. Let's try over here. The goal is just to make it something they can see, right? But it has to be. It is by design that it must be in a valid position. Okay, now this is getting to be the top of the hill. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. No, come back. Up. Oh, I got flown down here and my Minotaur is helping. Don't help. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the camera. I'm gonna try, but apparently, okay, cannot put the communication ball on the rock. No, you can't. It's not letting you put it on the rock. You can put it near the rock, but not on it. Huh, it's right. But you know what? This is the tallest location, though. So, what we're gonna do then... we're gonna respect that that's the case, right? And we'll just accept that this is the tallest base, tallest near the rock base. Here's a place to put it. I'm gonna build it. Now, communication rock. Alright, so that rock is gone now. Thanks, little buddy, for your help there. Alright, but the nice thing about communication stations when you place them is that you can send a message in. And unlike there's another communication thing that they've given us, a messenger station, that does not seem to work. But a communication ball like this one will work. So we are going to leave a message, and we're going to say, yeah, I was going to say hello neighbor, but yeah, that also. I guess I was going a little more formal there, but yeah, no, hi neighbor seems like a... I gotta remember how to spell neighbor, please hold. There we go. Yeah, exclamation point. I like your base, or lovely base? Well, and plus they're active. I love the fact that they are active. Lovely base. Well, yeah, we could do from Grandview Settlement. From Grandview Settlement. So let me put a dash in. Yep. Yeah, well, it's named Settlement Base, so that's not going to help. I'll just put from Grandview. They'll be able to see, you know. Right, hi neighbor exclamation point, lovely base dash from Grandview. Well, yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? All right. Alright, so technically we have done it. Now I don't know if I'm going to see the message. Message follows. Hi neighbor, lovely base from Grandview. Alright, so I'm not going to see the message, but they should see the message when they fill up our life support here. I'm filling up my life support. Go. We're trying. Let's get a little higher. There we go. Alright. So, they were last edited on, it doesn't say. It says we're logged in as a guest. Base's operationals. Does not tell us when it was last done. Basically, because, you know, it's just going to say clones and it doesn't really tell you when. If I look at other bases, on the other hand, it will say it was last edited by PJCG82 on the 31st, which is this today. So... well, cool. All right. Yes. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm guessing somewhere over in Europe, so. Yeah, so. Look at all these fish just hanging out now. They are just hanging out. It must be nighttime. Oh, by the base. They're just sort of in the windows. They're just looking all over. Alright, so we're gonna go now. The big plan was for Halloween to go ahead and we are gonna do a derelict ship. And half the reason I was getting things ready to go in my new little ship is because that's what we were gonna do for Halloween. And the other reason is that I wanted to be ready to go. So in my exosuit, I made sure I had plenty of winter modules or whatever. And made sure I had room. Well, I got plenty of everything, but let's take a look. If we look at our ship, right? Okay, well, so we've got the unusual Saloon silencer, and it's ready to go. But even if this one wasn't ready to go, I could just switch out to my other big battler, okay? But this one, the damage is 30,000, so I think we'll hang out with that one for right now. And then in my starship, I have some radiant shards, some Atlantium, and then of course I'm carrying pugnium around and sodium. Yes, I have some sodium. Yeah, and I also am carrying in my exosuit. I have 999,000 sodium, and let me move this over into the freighter, and let me put this over on the. Well, I'll wait on this one. I'll put that in the freighter too, because I had plans for that. Put this over in the freighter too, and then I'll put this over in the freighter. Now we can't save on the derelict ship, so I'm just gonna put this in the starship. But one of the reasons that I'm clearing things out is that you actually need quite a bit of room for stuff when you're doing going through derelict ship, because there's a lot to find. In fact, let me do myself a favor. Let me put that in the ship actually. All right. In fact, one of the things that I tried to do is make sure I had a lot of room on the starship, so I could just put it in when I need it to. And then let me make sure before I go, we should have the teleporter on the ship. We do. Great, great, great. We might have to walk out and put it in, depending, but we'll, to make room for things. But if I have to, I can put all of this. I can put the nutrient processor in the freighter for right now. Let's see. I can put the wiring loom in the freighter for right now. I don't think Laylabs will come in with us, but I'm going to keep the oxygen with us. I'm going to keep the dioxide with us. If we have to, we can move everything over into the ship real quick for room. In fact, I might do that with the void modes. They're just some extra things that we have here. Alright, I think that on the whole, we might be ready to rock and roll. I got 9,000 bullets, and I've got plenty of plasma. Here's the thing. If I use the plasma, that might not be a good idea in the closed confines of the ship. And half of what I'm going to try to do is just not wake things up as we're walking. But we'll talk more about that once we're doing stuff. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go find, like, one of the things I wanted to do was go to one of our first systems, like one of the rendezvous systems, our very first one. And the one system that I know I remember is the Oshida hub. So I'm thinking let's go there. And we'll just yes. Flying. Oh, good. you're wondering, well, where do I get one of these things? You've got two places you can go. You could buy one from your local scrap dealer, and they'll give you a terrible but good deal. Alright, so that's not a bad price for unit-wise for them. But you could also just go, and let's take a moment, and next this. Alright, well, you may have to buy the first one. That might be true also, so. Before you get it on the Nexus, and then you start getting them for free. Alright, so let's buy this one. Alright, we would like coordinates. Emergency signal scanner times 1. I do. Yeah. I think I may have some on my freighter, yeah, in my storage bin, yeah. Because they gave us one, I think, as a prize. But that doesn't mean that, ooh, I just want to look at the pocket hauler. No, it just looks that way. Anyway, never mind. Nope, never mind. I thought it was just because I was looking at it face on. Alright, we are going to go out. Let's do this thing. Okay, so to do this, find the broadcast. Gotta go out and just sort of pick a direction. And then we need to activate the broadcast. Oh, I had one. There we go. So to activate it, tune the signal with an S. And that causes the item to go. And then you turn on your pulse drive. Since you're flying through space. You'll see I have the green trail on my little green ship there. Alright, so now it says that we have found it. Or we found something, anyway. And here it is. There's a derelict ship coming into view. It is not the same as when you find pirates. Now, once we get on here, it's going to tell us the same thing like when we go on an Atlas mission. That there is, there's no saving. And I think it's interesting that it shows, like, ships abandoning. You know, I wasn't expecting to see those ships flying out. But I realize now that they're abandoning this ship. Alright. Here we come, we're landing. And here we are. There's usually 4 landing pads. And here it says, warning, game is not saved. Alright, good to know. Alright. This is a lot smokier than I remember this being. Oh my gosh. Alright, so this ship's just a little bit on fire. Just so that we're all aware. Alright, we're coming in. It's sparking. That thing is a little crumpled now. I'm glad to be short. Oh my gosh. Oh, what happened there? Alright, we're coming in. And it says door control. Yeah, they've updated some of this stuff here. Alright, door control opens, and it lets us into this sort of basic docking area here. Okay. Well, it's not. Okay, we know it's not, but I can't use the jetpack to fly. Okay, so my suit is not full, but there's no flying on the ship. There's barely walking and running on the ship. Alright, we're gonna turn on the heating unit here. And there's a claim supplies. And we're gonna go ahead and do that. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can get it from the system, or you can claim it. Go ahead and claim it. We gotta repair kit, condensed carbon. Actually, now I'm thinking if they're giving me a repair kit, I'm going to reclaim my repair kit from here. Oh, the starship is out of range. Hold. Let's see if the starship is in range now. It is. Okay, so we can't just send things. We'll have to bring it back. But that's why they have that teleporter. But now I have the repair kit, so I don't feel bad. I knew I had him in my chute for a reason. Okay, so here we are. We're going to look at the docking bay door. And this is where it starts telling you the story of what's going on. So we are here on the SS Iobam, and every derelict is going to have its own name, but they're all going to be discussing the severe incident, and that there's been a lockdown of some sort. Alright, and then it'll tell you what's going on. No crew life signs detected. Crew manifested captain's log may assist in incident diagnosis. Cargo integrity is 95%. Woo! So that's actually really good. We've got ourselves a good one. Salvage and recovery likely. Well, it's a good thing I emptied my pockets. Access doors have been automatically sealed and internal delivery system disabled. Manual restart required to begin recovery. Alright. Alright. So we can override the gravity control. There we go. Warning, gravity calibration error. Freedom of movement is reduced. Which is why you feel like you're walking through mud when you go through the thing. Internal environmental protection is offline. Attempt manual generator restart. Yes, please. Restart error. Unable to restore primary heat control. Protection against extreme cold temperatures is required. Good thing I got all three of those modules. Emergency fabrication unit available. Access supply cache. That's what I just did, right? But we'll go ahead and collect it. Just in the spirit of, you know, additional supplies can be collected within the airlock. Yes. Manual controls are finalized. Begin door seal override. Yes, please. Alright, here we go. Now I'm turning on the sound. The sound is going to be a little tricky, but it also tells you things. So, oh look, we got some life support, ion batteries, and you don't know what you're coming into when you come in at the start. But it gives us a little, this is the first time I've been on a derelict freighter, so it's giving me these little things. For instance, locate terminals with the analysis visor, collect data from the terminals to determine the fate of the crew, use a scanner to highlight loot, and claim highly valuable technology from the engineering core. Alright, we're going to do ourselves a favor. Come over here and turn on the heating unit. But we should be able to scavenge these blue boxes that I'm seeing here. Got Derelict, tainted metal. That's kind of what you want to get off the ship. Is tainted metal. It's one of the few places you can get it. Starship shield modules, or it was. I guess things have really changed because you can get them off the Echo camp sometimes. Scavenge. What else have we got? Money, maybe? More tainted metal? Alright, that's fine. Scavenge. Yeah, storm crystal. Fancy. Let's see if I'm missing any good stuff here. Couple boxes over here. Bullets. That's more neural duct. And let's take a moment and we'll look at what we've got so far. Alright, if we look at our exosuit, we've got 2 storm crystals and about 300,000 units worth of neural duct, and we've got a starship shield module. You know, I might just drop this in. I can't. Starship's far away. But we can hold on to it. I think I already got those over there. Oh, but there's a log. See that little blue tag there? See the log. Ship AI log decrypted. Location tracking report from Comrade Baina, water control. Personal bioscan last detected 10 days ago in atmosphere control. 14 others present. Biometric readout indicates severe burns. No further life signs. Uh-oh. I don't believe I've seen this story before. You missed one? Just a minute. Nope, I think I got it, but let me scan just to make sure that we don't want to miss. That's kind of our whole point, is to... Well, yeah, I got those apparently already. Yeah, it's not letting me get it. Oh, look at the glyph on my multi-tool. Oh, there's some, I see some space jellyfish over there. There's a paralysis mortar. I don't know if it'll help any, but we got the neutron cannon ready to go. You're going, since we're here. Unstable canisters. Those are good for shooting, but not so much for gathering of materials here. Scavenge things while we're here. That's too close to the table here. Holy cow, did you see how much that bolt caster shoots? 15,000. Alright, we're leaving it on the bolt caster down here, I'll tell you what. Got more neural duct here. There's our little log over there. Ooh, we got a building part! I love building parts! Now normally I'd be hunting for the heater, but we already have that from the expedition. Alright, location tracking report for Scout, somebody. Warp drive maintenance. They were detected 6 days ago. They had abnormally high internal temperatures. Oh dear. And we got the security credentials. I am so glad we looked at this. We need that. That would kind of explain the heating units all around here, because they might have shut off the, everybody got hot. And they might have shut off internal heaters. a hypnotic eye. Neural duct. Well, I'm sure getting a lot of neural ducts out of this one. Turn on the temperature. Already got those over there. Okay, so we got all the ones here. Now, this one says that we could go forward, and it's going to take us to someplace. And that one over here will take us down. So we're gonna try forward first, and then come try the down. Oh, it's a storage area. My favorite kind. Alright, look at this, a storage area. So we're gonna scavenge this. A lot of times with the first level like this, it's the time to gather your materials. It's a little less threatening. Haven't really hit the problematic areas yet. So, yeah, you can come in and grab this stuff. And we're not going to touch the unstable canisters because we don't need it. So, awesome. Hey, you could see on the icon there, it looks like there's going to be interesting things ahead, so just know that our icons at the top of the map are saying that things are ahead. I've got 3 areas of 9 zones mapped, Right, it hasn't X'd it out though. Like there's this list here, and it says that, you know, it has little check boxes by it, like the crew manifest, the captain's log, and that kind of thing. What we do have is a security ID, so we could check stuff out now. Just kind of looking for the side. Okay, there's more jellyfish. Turn up the heating unit. Got another storm crystal. I'll let him get a little closer. Well, yeah, that is a point. As I turn on the heater, I know I've been in that direction already. It can be a little confusing when you first come in, and if you have to go anywhere else in the ship. So it helps to have these heaters around, actually. Okay, so this looks a little bit like an unloading station, or quarters, I guess. There's another log over here. Partial cargo manifest follows: nanotube crates, experimental fuel cells, comet droplets, and an unremarkable crate. Unit open. Oh dear. Sorry, I just laughed. But we know where the trouble started now. Alright. Secondary cargo bay. Jellyfish. I have culled my creatures so that I can return to the mission agent. Alright, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have to go back into the log, because it will have taken us out of, well, I guess Lost in Space. Salvage. This is the one where we should be on. Lost in Alright, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a log. Okay. A pulse engine. Now, we must not be in like a super, like if we were in a higher level system, we'd be getting like a B class or a S class, you know, but we're getting C class modules. Not terrible, but then we can certainly sell them. Partial crew equipment follows. Enforcer Deco, Specialism Recon. The locker contains unterminated seed, ore sampler, hyperspace field monitor, and a collection of audio recording. It was last accessed 4 days ago. Detailed scan reveals novel pathogen is consuming locker content. So, these log entries are telling you what happened on this ship. Got some ammunition. Let's see what else we got going on here. I guess more ammunition. Oh, that might be the number of bullets that I have, maybe. Alright, let's take a moment and reload our bullets. Apparently I don't need to. Okay, that's fine. Oh, 3,000. Okay, that's respectable. Oh my gosh. Look at all this. Okay, so this was definitely a salvage friendly ship. Like so far, if I had to do a derelict ship, I would say come to Oshida, because this one is, I mean, very nice for gathering of things. You might not get the same prizes, but the rooms are going to be the same. And the nice thing is that the ships don't exactly change. I mean, oh, we got a rare treasure. I'm taking that. Thank you. Okay, it looks like our next area is going to be downstairs, but we're going to clear this area first. Nanite, got a convergence cube, anal core. Walk there. Oh, let's check our logs. Let's see what happened here. Monitoring and maintenance log accessed. Event record follows. Date stamp, whatever the date is. Intruder alarm and brig outcome sensors preserved faulty muted. Date stamp next day. Wiring short in the crew quartered, outcome crew dispatch, date stamped the next day, acid burned in the brig, outcome captain alerted. Now, with these jellyfish that we've been seeing, the acid burns make sense. Open that already. That's an unstable thing. That. It looks like we're making our money off the neural ducts here. That's fine. Oh, here's our heater. We will totally take that. Gives me an opportunity to refresh my
technology recharge.
Modules here.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Oh, how's our life? Oh, we're fine on the life support. Okay. Wow. I'm trying to pay attention to, you know, where I'm going and what I'm seeing, just because this room is a lot bigger than I'm used to being in Derelict ship. Oh, I am so glad I talked. I'm so glad I talked to myself about that, being it being bigger, and because they're definitely, the jellyfish were trying to sneak up on me. Okay, let's go back and pick Lost in Space. That's, got 6 of 9 spaces here.
Units received.
Already got those there. Okay, and I already read that over here, the log. Okay, so I think I got them all now. Well, all of them so far. Oh! Looks like a thing that needs to be reactivated. The terminal there. Or the teleporter. Record terminal. Okay, hey, we have the crew manifest. Crew status as of 9 days ago. They had a few going on here. Let's see. No, they had a few. They had a prisoner in transit. Oh dear. They're looking for biological traces. No detected biological trace matches crew records. Retrieving last known crew positions. Got a redacted area. We had a quartermaster a day ago. And let's see. So someone went, you know, those ships that we saw flying off basically is telling us we saw those survivors leaving. So that actually weirdly makes me feel better. We've got our crew manifest, and now we've got a check mark in our little list. Okay, now we had another downstairs space going that way. And then we have one going over here. Jump there. Take a look. There's the bullets. There's the more bullets apparently. Okay. Oh good, I'm glad I did that. There's damage here. More bullets. There we go. I think this might be another storage room. It did. And boy, hasn't that just turned out to be true. I have to get away from all the stuff that's in the way here. That. Yep. Floating in the sky there. Or, I feel a little bad about the jellyfish, you know, but they're just an indication of what's been going on here. Research log entry follows. Recovered neurotoxic spores from the moon of someplace of Slough D32. Performed contextual probe. Observation sample initially unresponsive. Situation evolving. Any additional reports? Well, those jellyfish came from somewhere. There's a depressurized capsule there. Okay, so this is kind of like the science lab then. Alright.
Units received.
Let's see, we're gonna put back on the paralysis mortar there. Did we already see this one here? No. Partial crew equipment record follows. Recruit Kuzov, specialist in biosecurity. The locker contained anti-venom, bear boots, pressure hose, a sort of small painting. It was last accessed 3 days ago. It revealed a non-sentient life form is resident in the locker. Ooh, we got our Boltcaster module and descented bottles. Got haunted gems and tainted metal. We have found some really interesting things around here. Alright, so if we look at what we've gotten here so far, and it's good to check because, oh, I got plenty of room. Never mind. We are doing good. So the 100 gems aren't worth a lot, but we'll sell them pretty quick. But we had a strange treasures for 700,000 units, so we are rocking. And then storm crystals for over 1 million. Oh. Oh, we have about $3 million worth, or units worth of storm crystals. And 1 million, some change of neural ducts. This was okay, I'm reaffirming that if you want to visit a derelict ship in this particular version, the Oshido system has got it for you here. Now we've been over here already, we can see that. Yeah, well, we've got another stairwell down here. I just have to find it, you know. This might be the original entryway. This is the original entryway here. So this will take us up. Yep. Okay, yeah, so we could go up. Alright. There it is, there it is. I knew there was another place. Okay, I am gonna go stand by the heater for just a moment. Or not. There's apparently not a heater here, but I'm just gonna take a moment. We're just gonna refresh our modules. Our life support's doing really well. Yes. It says on, when you look at the log that you've read before, it says it has been visited. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna step to the side here just in case. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, we're going further on down here. I know. jellyfish over there. Come over here and read the log. Personal data recording for recruit. Auto-transcribing audio. We're off the map now. The stars have all changed. And it just keeps coming. It won't stop. The arrow's been switched off, but they're still. Alright, I think they were invaded by those jellyfish. I have a very spiffy, very powerful little gun on me. Alright, let's check out this spot here. Secure mainframe. Private captain's DNA required. Okay, we're about to get the captain's log here. Shipwide vital scans indicate severe incident status, yes. Now we could say he's unknown, deceased, or incapacitated. I'm gonna go ahead and say deceased. You know, based on what we've read. Input accepted. Captain's log will record it as extinguished. Duty officer may take command, and I'm gonna log in as the quartermaster. That's what I have. Credentials accepted. They'll record you as a temporary commander. Last significant entry was follows. And we read the captain's log. The vessel is ours by right of conquest by the laws of those who came before us. No more shall we follow, no more shall we beg. Rah, the plunder shall be ours and ours alone. Oh dear. Their whining has a certain stench to it. They are like beasts wallowing in their own lives, wondering aloud if the old captain was not more of a warrior than I. Perhaps I shall take their tongues. None among the crew fired until they were sure I might live. I had to kill the creature myself, its venom coursing into my leg. They wish me dead. They can wish all they want. Alright, and the words are not translatable. Well, that would explain the prisoner. Holy cow. Reloaded. Now we're gonna scavenge the little boxes here. I mean, these lockers. Jacknip, okay, I'll take that. A little bit more Jacknip. Got another convergent cube. Viking dagger. It would be kind of cool if, you know, when it mentions like there was a living thing and you found like a plant in one of the lockers. Got some nanites. Missing any? Yep, we got another room, yeah. And there's the... Okay, that's the one we came down, I think. Yep. Yep. So we've got a couple of places we can go here. So this one... Go this way, that takes us into 6. And then if we go this way... I'm just gonna go look back here. Oh, it's just kind of a crew stage here. Check our log. Partial cargo manifest, recycled circuitry, contraband, and prototype valves. Okay, so we found the deck dip, so we know where the contraband was. Convergence cube, tainted metal, thank you. And tainted metal is worth, you use it to buy some of the stuff on the space station, but also you can change it into nanites, and they can actually be very valuable for those nanites. Right. More bullets. I have found so many bullets. I don't feel bad about that, I'm just counting. Alright. I'm kind of excited that we have the recipe now for these space bridges. I wish that we could, you know, they're benches, I mean. I wish we could sit on them, but I like that we have them now. Alright, let's go down. This might be our last room. Turn on a heater. Refill our modules. We got a foot locker. We have a foot locker. Now it's gonna be nice to have, but it won't have any like prizes in. Like if you get the green locker and the barrel, you can open those and get prizes, but these little blue ones won't do it. But they are still fun to have. Yep. And I just like having all the building stuff. Nope, not today. I have really enjoyed having this. It's a little weird and bulky for me, I mean, but I've enjoyed this new multi-tool a lot. Every time I see that glyph on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm dealing with a, you know, really advanced space laser. Well, I guess I kind of am. Yeah, that's kind of what they're implying. I've got some units going there. Get the out in the box. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can't see what's here. Yeah, there's still some stuff. Oh, they got like 3 heaters here. Yeah. Oh, more storm crystal. Wow, this is. If you were looking for money. Well, I agree with you. Because we saw the ship going, we know that there were still people and they just left, and so there's not all those creepy little... Yeah, but they're slow. Yeah. Okay, automated reporting for the Enforcer. Oxygen use exceptional, relative movement very high, unique appearance below average. Conclusion, continue monitoring. So, you know, that wasn't unbiased or anything. I am going to point out this depressurized capsule here. I could shoot it and it would give me nanite, but I can't help but notice that the eye is moving here, so we're just leaving that alone. I am thinking that's where the jellyfish came from, and we are not going to help the story along that way. Well, yeah, especially with this first one. This is my first, and it's been such a nice one, derelict ship to do in this particular save. So... Yeah, we're about to hit it with this engineering control center here. As you know, of course, the last control that we should find. And it's the engineer's control panel. Press A. Generator failure detected. Fabricators on emergency power construct a component. The answer is yes, we want to do that. We got 3 things we can get. We can get a freighter bulkhead, which is a cargo bulkhead. But I have over time had the cargo bulkhead. I don't need that. We could get nanites. I could get nanites in other ways. What I really want is that technology upgrade. Now, we are probably, and I'm going to knock wood, we'll hopefully get a nice one, but it might just be a regular old module. We'll see. Alright, but this is basically the only way that you get freighter modules. Internal technology replication initiated, extraction complete, nanocompression, deployable unit ready for collection. Woo! we got a B class. B is a boy class. That's much higher than I was expecting. Awesome. Now the fleet combat unit, you put that in your capital ship and it helps your combat. Alright, well we are essentially done here. And we have gotten all our significant stuff here, so we can leave. Hop out here, teleport it to the emergency airlock. And that was basically it. Activate emergency oxygen. Oh, that's cool. Alright, here we go. It's probably good it doesn't let us fly. I'm in such a habit that when it's just left out into space. Alright. To our ship. Now if I jump out, it won't save. It won't save until we are at the space station. And so it tells us basically where to go. So it's lost in space, offload these manifests over at the space station. So here we go. There's so many things I need to turn in. It is exciting, yeah. Oh, it's one of me. Okay, I want to go there. Like, I'm gonna try and get the platinum. I'm a good driver, but it steers a little funny in space here. Yeah, I am. I'm still trying to get kind of used to it. Yeah, I am. Yeah, and I kind of love that we got this one trail. Yeah, and I didn't expect it to actually be the green trail that topped out, so I'm kind of excited by that. Like, it just knew I was trying to match everything. All right. Have arrived. And we have two places that we can deliver things to. We're going to go first over here to our guild envoy. And we'll turn in one of these things here. Alright. Friend, you are honorable, trusted, good friend to get. Yes, you will do the right thing and entrust us with what you know. We sure will have a crew manifest. There we go. And so now it says we can upload the captain's log, and we can do it either at the guild envoy or at the trap unit. Well, you know, we could, yeah, because no, I don't know that I've ever given this. A pity, friend, that all that cargo, all that value lost to the stars, but from the recordings of captain, something might be gained. You might donate, yes? Here you go. Yep, I sure will. Yeah, they know that the dude was a pirate. And my deck standing increased. Yes. Hey, I've got enough to get a mercenary profit, so I'm gonna accept the gift, and I may not be able to do that again, because I think it's just once, you know, but I got a few more units for that. Yeah, that was nice. Alright, that was very nice. And it kind of is, if it is around the drinks the guys on the ship. Okay, now we're going to jump in and jump out. That went so much better than I feel like I even had any right to expect. You know? I was fully expecting the, well, just not that. That, I liked it. I really liked this one. Alright, so let's see what we got out of this that we can definitely sell. If you look at our exosuit, we have 18 storm crystals. We have several modules. We got 4 Hadel core, 428 tainted metal. We had a lot of modules actually. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 modules. We got the scented bottles. That's never worth anything. I don't, you know, it's just there. We got some larval core. We got the neural ducts. We actually made 1.5 million units off that neural duct. And then, well, let's see. The storm crystals here is 2 million units at least. And this is one, so about 3.5, almost 4 million units. Yes. They're valuable, yeah. 425, not as much as you might get in others. Actually, they're, but I feel like that was a fair exchange for the kind of ship we were on. You know, 425 is not bad. And the truth is, over time, you'll accumulate more as you go to more and more of these derelict ships. So, yeah, I like that. That turned out really well. Oh, we got one of, we do have things, so, oh, come over here. Talk to the mission agent about. And hand in all those missions there. So we can get storage augmentation, some navigation, and some ion capacity. Alright. Oh. We may come back. This is the first time I've seen a feed to creatures in a... that is... I haven't seen one of those in a long time. But they don't stack, so I'm not gathering it. I'm just gonna make note of it there. Well, I guess I could. It doesn't say where we have to feed it, does it? Alright, let's gather it. We'll see. The client feels a deep and seeks more peaceful resolution. From near, they'll pay exporter feeds local wildlife in the spirit of the ecosystem balance. You know what? Let's take that. We will take it. Really, I mean... yeah, I've gone up. Let's take a look at the catalog and guide here. The Gek. I'm a partner now. Look at that. And I only need 2 more to get higher on that. And as far as the smuggling stuff goes, I apparently have been doing a lot better than I thought. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Student, I've got 27 of 50 words. I've done 5 missions for them. Well, okay then. Alright. So shall we go back to the freighter? Yeah, my freighter, yeah. I think so. I do. Yep. And you gotta love that they're waving the ships on and moving forward. Yeah. Oh, that went so much better. I have to say, I tried to prepare everything. I got the 3 modules, which I think worked out really well. Because I never really felt super cold, per se. You know, they certainly had enough heaters that I think we could probably made it onto 1 module, but sometimes these ships don't have time to get to the heater because you're fighting so hard. You know, there are some of these ships that you find and it's just, well, yeah, it's the storylines that make the difference. Now this is the first time I've ever been to this particular storyline where they were overtaken by what must have been like a health issue, you know, and of course also the jellyfish there. No, no, you were right about that. There were no pustules, there were no gross things hanging down, there weren't security lasers shooting at you. This was not bad. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the log and we're just gonna switch it out to the community research. Because I just want to point out that the first bit of the research has already been done and they're working on it here. So. All right, that was awesome. Yeah. Well, I think they're working on decals right now in the Nexus. Yeah, so that first decal is available now. And it looks like our ships came back, so what's going on with them? Wow, they must have brought a lot because we got 3 of these guys working on it. Oh, hello, how's it going? Yeah, my crew is there. They stay busy here. Yep. Calibrating. Debrief the commander. Yep. Hey, got some units. Got some storage augmentation. Got some uranium. Got activated indium. This was an industrial, so they did a lot of digging. Activated emerald. Thermic condensate. Albumin pearls, honey, organic catalyst, honey, organic catalyst again, Herox, Relattice arc crystal, thermic condensate, storage augmentation, bromide salt, lithium, activated emerald, and that was it. Oh, yeah, let's do that. We absolutely... Okay, let's go here. I mean, I know we do it actually from here, like here, but let's be on the bridge while we do this. So we go into the exosuit. Alright, and let's put in our salvage fleet combat thing. And what we could do, I have 1 purple spot right now. We might find a better, but, you know, let's do this. Oop. There's a use for our purple spot. Well, it increases the expedition defenses by 33% in the purple spot. Let's see what it is out. And then outside of the purple spot, it's by 6%. That's a pretty big increase. Yeah. That's a big increase, so we'll just leave it right there. That practically makes it an S-class, that purple spot. Now, we only have the 1 purple spot. If we had an S-class freighter, I suspect we'd have 3 or 4. But that's fine. Actually, I thought with the A-class we should have 2, but I don't know. You know, I don't know what those rules are on these things. I'm just glad to have my little purple ship. Yep. Yes. Yeah, the captain likes me, the crew are good and happy, and yeah. Wow, that was fun. I am so glad we did this. It was so much better than I thought it would be. All right. Well, I think we're gonna call it good here, and I hope you have a happy Halloween wherever you're at. And then we will pick up again next time. We might do another one, but not necessarily tomorrow. But that turned out really well. Yeah. Have a great night. Yeah, that turned out really, really